Hey, what's going on, guys? It's No Shoes, and we're back with another one. And today we're going to be reacting to Raw Thought 6 from Webby. This just dropped a little under a week ago. Real excited to check this out. Love all the tracks I've heard in the Raw Thought series so far. So, without any further ado, let's see what this is all about. Let's see what Webby has to say. Let's get it. Okay. Okay, interesting. So we're getting like a slight spin-off of the Last of Us storyline here with the cordyceps outbreak, cordyceps being some type of a fungus or mushroom that is, I believe it's able to take over the minds of ants and maybe some larger animals, but this is obviously in a reality where the cordyceps seem must have leaped to people, and now they're having that zombie issue, kind of like The Last of Us with those fungals and everything. Either way, let's keep it going. There he is. Interesting. Interesting to show just like that sleeve and everything, not show the actual body. Cool shots coming in. Okay. Yo, this scene could be like straight out of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, man. Imagine with Webby in it. That would be a crazy movie.
Here we are again. I wish I didn't have to keep writing these songs, I really do. Let me warm up real quick. Another time, another year, another chance to remind these rappers why I'm who they fear. If we're being honest, I've been getting tired of it here. Now it's time to say goodbye and have me sign your souvenirs, cause this Wednesday.
Great rhymes coming in. Nice transition into the track, having that shot of Webby's face in the fridge and then kind of coming in, slowly fading in that instrumental. Worked real well. Now let's hear what he got to say.
Here we are again.
And some nice reverb going on too. Really matches this like open, like old warehouse, dilapidated type space.
I wish I didn't have to keep writing these songs, I really do.
Look, Webby, I don't know, man. I think you like it, dog. I think you enjoy writing these. At least I hope so. But let's keep going.
These songs, I really do. Let me warm up real quick.
Great.
Another time, another year, another chance to remind these rappers why I'm who they fear. If we're being honest, I've been getting tired of it here. Now it's time to say goodbye and have me sign your souvenirs, cause this Wednesday's.
I love that, getting tired of it here. Say goodbye, signing souvenirs. Nice rhymes.
Time to say goodbye and have me sign your souvenirs, cause this Wednesday's the last one. Really? It's a rap, son. 7-year album rollout. And then when that's done, I ain't really got a plan for what be coming next. But before
Okay, interesting. Hold up. So we got a little bit of Webby's long-term plan.
it's a rap, son. 7-year album rollout. And then when that's done, I ain't really got a plan for what be coming next. But before I dip, you know I got a couple left. Get it off my chest, incline press.
Interesting. So because this is Raw Thought 6, does 7 years imply that after Raw Thought 7 and whatever follows, that's it? We're not going to see anything more from him? We'll find out as time tells.
Before I dip, you know I got a couple left. Get it off my chest, incline press, all in an eloquent way. If you don't move, you might be catching it straight. Low key, lot of rappers bite.
Great use to have the gunshots as part of the beat and lined up perfectly with the video. Works so well.
If you don't move, you might be catching it straight. Low key, lot of rappers biting Webby these days. I'm a proud dad. Who am I to get in the way of all my sons I gave life to? Look at them run. Feels like yesterday I taught them to walk. Now they become so big since I showed them.
Yo, that's great. So talking about the rappers taking a style, again, flattery, is it the best type of, or imitation, is it the best type of flattery? Who's to say? But great bars, said he's their dad, taught him how to run, taught him how to do this, that, and the other. I love that. Just asserting his dominance over the style.
Look at them run. Feels like yesterday I taught them to walk. Now they become so big since I showed them how this shit could be done. Why would I ask for flowers in a game that's giving me none? I'm so independent, I make independent.
Shit, yo. Webby, I'm here to give you your flowers today, man. I love your music. Been listening for a little while now. Great tracks, man. Always clean.
They become so big since I showed them how this shit could be done. Why would I ask for flowers in a game that's giving me none? I'm so independent, I make independent rappers look dependent. I birthed the business model.
I'm so independent, I make independent rap. Wait, say that again. Hold up.
They become so big since I showed them how this shit could be done. Why would I ask for flowers in a game that's giving me none? I'm so independent, I make independent rappers look dependent.
I'm so independent, I make independent rappers look dependent. Great rhyme right there. Just take off the N, change the meaning of the word. Perfect rhyme. I love it.
The business model, other people took the credit, so get your shit straight. I've been around since that Piff mixtapes. This ain't fucking clickbait. When I'm on the road, I'm who they paying to see. Night after night, year after year, remaining to be one of the coldest MCs, undebated indeed. They try but can't replicate being as crazy as me. An OG in a game full of.
That's beautiful, man. How long has Webby been around for? Has it really been that long? I vibe. I'm here to give him his credit, but I didn't realize, I don't know. OG seems like an overstatement to me, but I don't know how long he been around. So educate me in the comments, man. Let me know what I've been missing.
I'm who they paying to see. Night after night, year after year, remaining to be one of the coldest MCs, undebated indeed. They try but can't replicate being as crazy as me. An OG in the game.
That's fact. Can't replicate being as crazy as me. I don't think there anybody else out here, even if they bite in his style. You can't be him, because the music is crazy, but it's always authentic to Webby, at least as far as I can tell from its creation and, everything else.
He's undebated indeed. They try but can't replicate being as crazy as me. An OG in a game full of puppies and I'm Cujo. Yeah, they got some monthlies. They ain't packing rooms though. They don't know the ciphers where I grew up paying dues. They'll never fit in my shoes. They'll never do what I do. So till the
Okay, yeah, so he was in the ciphers paying dues, rapping, doing his thing. Love that.
Packing rooms though. They don't know the ciphers where I grew up paying dues. They'll never fit in my shoes. They'll never do what I do. So till the government'll get to killing me already. What the fuck you waiting on? I told you, Hillary, I'm ready for shit until they.
He's yo, man's about to get Clinton out here, but he's asking for it. So, it looks like he's gonna get what he wanted. That's crazy.
You waiting on? I told you, Hillary, I'm ready for shit until they get me. We gon' ride it high.
In that little ad lib, I'm ready. That works great.
They'll get to killing me already. What the fuck you waiting on? I told you, Hillary, I'm ready for shit until they get me. We gon' ride it higher now with the bars. Yeah, singing like the Irish side of town. And my mind's derailed like all the damn trains these days. Got me afraid of the rain these days. But the Ukraine these days, yeah, that's what they want us watching. Instead of chemical fires and clouds of dioxins, vinyl chloride.
That's facts, man. What is with all of the smoke that has been everywhere? I don't know. Leave me a comment if y'all been affected by this smoke and haze that has been everywhere over this summer. It's been whack, man. It's been blowing down to Maryland from Canada. And what is happening that is so different this year than all of the years before? Like, is the world ending? Is that just it? Like, what's actually happening? Is it something more sinister that's being planned? I don't know.
Of the rain these days, but the Ukraine these days. Yeah, that's what they want us watching instead of chemical fires and clouds of dioxins. Vinyl chloride killing with the drizzle dropping. Breathing or eating food seeped in toxins. Contaminate our crops and the water that we washing. And tell you that it's safe. They some lying motherfuckers. Now it's just another cover.
That's facts, man. The food, everything. You know, in my mind, everything's a little bit of a toxin. Like, I don't know. The only definitive byproduct of life is death. By being alive, you are guaranteed to die. That is the only thing. And, you know, food, water, whatever, like, most things carry some type of risk. There are, of course, healthy options out there, but then, you know, you start getting into, well, how has it been made? What was it grown with? What was in the soil? What kind of chemicals and fertilizers and so many other different factors involved beyond just, oh, I'm eating kale or whatever.
We washing and tell you that it's safe. They some lying motherfuckers. Now it's just another cover up. Really, I mean, what the fuck? All these black rock motherfuckers trying to come for us. Maybe we should come for them. Load and light the muzzle up. Pour some Ohio tap water and fill them up a cup. Straight.
Interesting. When he says Black Rock, I have like a vague memory of hearing that name in relation to some kind of government agency. I'm not sure off the top of my head. If any of y'all know, let me know in the comments.
Motherfuckers trying to come for us. Maybe we should come for them. Load and light the muzzle up. Pour some Ohio tap water and fill them up a cup. Straight from East Palestine. Make them all swallow it and drive them to their first visit to the oncologist. 2 years later when the tumor.
Wait, hold up.
Them up a cup. Straight from East Palestine. Make them all swallow it and drive them to their first visit to the oncologist.
Swallow it, oncologist. Really, the collegist part? Excuse me, great compound rhyme there.
Visit to the oncologist 2 years later when the tumors all surface, just to look them in the eyes and tell them that they deserve it. We got Klaus Schwab, Bill Gates, all these damn serpents in society lying like they aren't trying to hurt us. The poison us for profit, they've been trimming down our population. Evil is the occupation with the great reset prepped and on deck sheep.
Okay, awesome. So talking about all the billionaires, all the serpents, the snakes, the comparison to, these what is it, like the devil, the king of lies or whatever, all these rich people saying, oh, we're doing this for y'all, we're doing this for y'all, we're doing this for y'all. What are you doing that you're not telling us about? What's happening with everything we don't know? I think that would be much more interesting to find out.
Us for profit, they've been trimming down our population. Evil is the occupation with the great reset prepped and on deck. Sheep following sheep. Our country's falling apart. Biden's falling asleep. They put our rights up on.
Sheep to Biden's fallen asleep. Great rhyme. That was a beautiful take to place that part. That works great. And this gigantic sheep is just horrific. I wonder if they built that or if this just exists out in the world somewhere. Because if it does, I want to go see it.
Following sheep. Our country's falling apart. Biden's falling asleep. They put our rights up on the market and they bought them for cheap. While selling fear through propaganda, then they wash and repeat and see. They tell a boy he's a girl. No, he's not. He's 8. That I will not debate, let alone tolerate. All these genders nowadays. How do we accommodate? Most of us are just confused. Why y'all gotta call it hate? Canceling is all the rage.
Honestly, man, why is there this obsession with just referring to everybody that doesn't understand something as being a hateful or being, phobic or about it? It's if you can't ask questions about something, if you can't explain something, if people need to be able to ask questions. We got to be able to talk about things as people, because there's really two options. We talk about things or we start throwing rocks through windows. There's we got to be able to have peaceful discourse. And everybody just gets so offended so quickly. And they're so quick to draw their guns. And everybody just wants to, there's so much going on. And nobody wants to explain any of it. and you're hateful if you don't get it. And it's just a pain in the ass to be alive half the time in this world.
Fuse. Why y'all gotta call it hate? Canceling is all the rage. Sanity been tossed away. Kids identifying as animals and we call them brave. But fuck that.
Oh no, man. You tell me. You tell me. You know what I mean? If you think you're a golden retriever, I guess I'll call you, Rocket and let you do your thing. But I I don't know if I necessarily believe you.
Buying as animals and we call them brave. But fuck that. I don't care if it's my kid or not. DCF can have them if they shitting in a litter box. Did you get boosted? Well, Charlie Puth did. All these shots fucking with hearts like Cupid. They selling souls to the pharmacist. Taking
all these shots fucking with hearts like Cupid. That's great, man. The double play of the vaccines, pharma, part issues, and then extend that to Cupid shooting arrows, love, and everything. I actually work with someone who, after they got vaccinated, and YouTube, if you take my video down for this, you're pussies. They got vaccinated, now they have a blood disorder, and they bruise really easily, bleed really easily, nothing at all before. Got stuck. Now that's their life.
They selling souls to the pharmacist, taking blood money and sucking big pharma's dick. But listen, that could never be Webby. I'd rather die a martyr than be a motherfucking hashtag Pfizer partner. And I'm not saying that you're stupid.
That was a nice little insert of the sample from, I imagine, the news or something is what they took that from. Worked well. Nice little interjection. Gave us a slight, tiny little break from Webby's voice.
I'd rather die a martyr than be a motherfucking hashtag Pfizer partner. And I'm not saying that you're stupid if you're vaxxed though, Mr. Fiasco. All I'm saying is I am smart. I know that I'm a fire starter, but I try.
I love that. And that's the big reminder of these Webby tracks, is he is here to speak his mind, tell his opinions, not out of hate, not to change your mind, not to make you feel less than. He is here to express himself because, one, you can't keep all this up in your head. You're going to go insane if you try to keep all of this up in your head. And this song is 9 minutes. We still have over half of it left to get through. But it's your life. Live it how you want. Webby doesn't care. I don't care. It doesn't matter to us. You're going to do what you're going to do. But there's a difference between being informed and being ignorant. And you got to be able to look at all the information, have peaceful discourses like I talked about before, where people can have conversations and understand things. And there's just a huge lack of honesty in the world around us today. And it's people like Webby that come out here and start to poke holes in that, and even get, sometimes people will get mad when they listen to this. I'm sure people have. And, but sometimes people don't listen unless you make them a little angry. And, sometimes it feels like nobody's going to listen to you unless you scream. And sometimes we get stuff like this because of that.
I am smart. I know that I'm a fire starter, but I tried to tell them all in raw thoughts 5. But let me add, if you got it against your will for a job that'll pay your bills, then your bosses should be in jail. Your doctor should all be killed, and I'm sorry, that's how I feel.
Fire with that. That slash. Oh, that stab. That sounded great.
You got it against your will for a job that'll pay your bills, then your bosses should be in jail. Your doctor should all be killed, and I'm sorry, that's how I feel. But they were following orders. You know who else was following orders? Nazi supporters. Fuck all the employers who were ever forcing their staff to be enforced.
And that's facts, man. That's facts. Just following orders makes you complicit, which makes you an accessory to whatever horrific things are being committed under your reign, or whatever it is that's happening. I can't think of the exact word right now.
Fuck all the employers who were ever forcing their staff to be enforced with a jab for a flu that they probably already had, to keep a job that gives them all.
That's facts, man. That was crazy when jobs started requiring you to get a shot. I still don't know how that's okay. I get we were in a state of emergency and that suspended a lot of, the logical, sensible rules and regulations we had with medicine. but like being forced to get a shot for a job, like it's a crazy thing, man. Like those people would fire you tomorrow and have a replacement by the next day, and they making you put shit in your body? What the fuck do you mean?
That they probably already had to keep a job that gives them all that they have. Free country, how the fuck are we even calling it that? Is it like some sick joke? Is it all for a laugh? Have we truly reached a point that we're too lost to get back? Are we body positive? Is it fine to be fat? It's actually healthy according to some scientist stats. But look,
Yo, yo, that little insert, it's actually healthy according to some scientist stats. That was great, man. That was great. First of all, let me be the first to tell you, it is not healthy to be fat. It makes you at a higher likelihood to have any chronic illness. It is Obesity is the leading cause of chronic illnesses, at least in America. And you know, we'll around the world that differs a little bit because obesity is largely centered around us, but it's not only an American problem. Regardless, if you are fat, you are unhealthy, and that is a fact. And I'm not sorry. I am the opposite of sorry, whatever that word would be, because if you want to die, that's your business. We're all gonna die anyway. I already mentioned that, but you do get to choose how you spend this time here. Don't fucking waste it, man. I'm getting a little fiery with this one. This this song has got me a little amped up. Let's go back this far.
is it like some sick joke? Is it all for a laugh? Have we truly?
Yeah, and then talking about the freedom in the country, absolutely, man. Like, we're there's different levels of freedom, and it's one of those hard things where you got to be grateful for what you have, but you also got to be real about what's going on around you. And like in our form of freedom that we have, what options are there really for you? I'm gonna leave that one to Webby, but it's a crazy world we live in, man, and things are not always what they are said to be.
Reached a point that we're too lost to get back? Are we body positive? Is it fine to be fat? It's actually healthy according to some scientist stats. But look, Nestle is the company supplying the fat. That's a conspiracy. I'm just not subscribing to that. So get your tinfoil.
Yeah, that's crazy, Nestle. I don't know anything about this. I haven't done the research myself, but I would believe it that Nestle paid to have research done, and then statistics is very easy to skew the results. You got to be very careful when you read statistics. So if you skew those results, you might be able to make it say it's okay to be fat. That's one of those things. You got to read, you got to look.
Healthy according to some scientist stats. But look, Nestle is the company supplying the fat. That's a conspiracy. I'm just not subscribing to that. So get your tinfoil hat and never come back again. Racist colonizer, I will never play your tracks again till you say sorry for being white. Not that again. How you blaming me for slavery? Shit, I'm Italian. Only on your
bro. As an Irish Italian, obviously I'm American, but the roots of my family, I've actually never heard anybody else say that, and that's something I relate to so much. You know what I mean? When I would go into my uncle's house growing up, I remember seeing in his garage like one of those old signs that businesses used to put up. You say, "No Irish or Italian need apply." And then you start talking about race and where the definitions of race came from, and you start to look back and you realize at first, Irish and Italian people, they weren't even considered white. They were just brought in later on more as like a convenience thing by the crappy white people that already existed. And it's a frustrating thing, man, to be associated with shit like that just because of the way you look. And I know that's a universal struggle for everybody, for black people, Spanish people, Asian people, whoever it is, even if you're purple or green, I don't give a shit. Like living your life and facing those unconscious assumptions people make about you, and then the way people try to discredit you because of something you can't even control, you didn't choose, you know we didn't even choose to be born, much less did I choose to be a white guy in the suburbs. You feel me? Like, it's just life. Things happen. People, it's a crazy thing, man. But I've never heard anybody say something like that, like Webby just did.
Sorry for being white. Not that again. How you blaming me for slavery? Shit, I'm Italian. Only on your mother's side, see? You just fucking lie. Shut the fuck up, yo. Damn, let me fucking slide. Not getting canceled already. It's been a bumpy ride. You expect me to run in...
Yo, look, today might be the day for me, man. It was a risky choice filming this video. But I hope y'all will be gracious and will understand. Especially if you're fans of Webby. I don't think you'll be mad. But yeah, that's facts, man. It's in a world where cancel culture is so big, and then being on the internet, and then it makes it terrifying to speak your true feelings in some ways, because people might just hate you for how you feel, and you don't hate them at all. You're just expressing your confusion, your thoughts, your frustrations, whatever it might be. And it's wild, man, but let's keep it going.
Let me fucking slide. Not getting canceled already. It's been a bumpy ride. You expect me to run and hide? Never that. I be ivermectin with it. Yeah, I gave him the remedy. Hit the game with the recipe. Did it safe and effectively. Saw the Grim Reaper just a couple paces ahead of me. But we cut a side deal and dug a grave for my enemies. And the thing about the truth is, they don't let up.
That's crazy. Oh, bro. Fire bars. Great switch up. Something impressive about this track is the pacing, because we're almost 6 minutes deep, and not for a second have I wanted there to be a hook or anything. Like, the verse all the way through, the timing, it works. Everything is just dialed in and flows super well together.
I be ivermectin with it, yeah, I gave him the remedy. Hit the game with the recipe, did it safe and effectively. Saw the Grim Reaper just a couple paces ahead of me. But we cut a side deal and dug a grave for my enemies. And the thing about the truth is,
that's cool. Cut a side deal with the Grim Reaper, dug a grave for my enemies. That's a great bar.
The thing about the truth is, they don't let us see. And the thing about the proof is, they keep it from me. While the thing about the news is, it's made for dummies. And the thing about the Jews is... Wait, did my song censor itself? Oh, great.
Wow, that's crazy. I love that. So the news, it's made for dummies. That's great, I agree, man. I don't watch the news at all. Makes me unhappy. It's just a highlight reel of all the worst things that ever happened in the world. Let's keep going. The Jews line is wild. I wonder if we'll get more of an explanation on that, because I have a feeling he's talking more about, like, the high-ranking Rothschild type of character.
They don't let us see. And the thing about the proof is, they keep it from me. While the thing about the news is, it's made for dummies. And the thing about the Jews is... Wait, did my song censor itself? Oh, great. Now they'll say I'm anti-Semitic as well as alt-right.
Bro, Webby is wild for this respect, man. That crazy flow switch right there, and just wild bars, man. Like, you can't make this up.
Oh, great. Now they'll say I'm anti-Semitic as well as alt-right, and make sure my records never will sell. Say what you will about them, yo, but shit, they clever as hell. Jesus Christ, folks, are we at the point where as a white guy I gotta ask if it's fine if I make a white joke? A little extra mayonnaise.
That's amazing, man. Are we at the point where as a white guy I gotta ask if it's okay to make a white joke? I'd say it's probably best to ask if it's okay, so maybe you shouldn't, because who gives a shit,
If I make a white joke, a little extra mayonnaise up on the side joke, a little I don't get pulled over when I drive joke. Lighten up, people, we ain't so different. The two teams now are the compliers and the dissidents. So pick a side, ain't no time for you to sit the fence. Say fuck this.
Dissidents, sit the fence. Great bend rhyme, compound rhyme there.
Ain't no time for you to sit the fence. Say fuck this, refuse to be a participant. Awake yourself from the cloud of cognitive dissonance. Conspiracies are coming true, it's no coincidence.
That's facts, man. The cognitive dissonance thing, again, I feel like we touched on this a little bit already, but like if you cannot have a conversation and have an intelligible, calm conversation with someone who disagrees with you and just discuss your beliefs, you lack significant intelligence. That's just like, there's just no other way to put it. You know what I mean? Some of my best friends, we disagree on like baseline values. You know what we do? We talk about our beliefs and we disagree with each other to our faces, calmly and respectfully. And you know what's even more amazing is then we learn. We learn from each other. Y'all might want to try that next time you got your head stuck up your ass.
Refuse to be a participant. Awake yourself from the cloud of cognitive dissonance. Conspiracies are coming true, it's no coincidence. The ones in power banking on us staying ignorant. That's why they hate us when we give a shit. So listen, cause if everybody gave a shit at once, then their game would all be done. If the people united against the few that run the planet, we would take them in a month. I don't know what would come after. After all, I'm just a rapper, trying to spread truth while I'm still on earth. And sometimes
Yo, this is great, man. Just like the constant push. He's always pulling you in the right direction. He knows when to speed up, when to slow down, when to have the beat swell. That piano sounds amazing. The mix, the master, crispy clean, man. Everything fits perfectly. You got the layers right out in front of you. You can hear through the track. Beautifully done. We got like 3 minutes left. Let's keep it going.
trying to spread truth while I'm still on earth. And sometimes with the truth, that shit gon' hurt. Last Wednesday, bitch. But before I
Facts, man. With the truth, sometimes it hurts. I've always been a big believer in never ask a question you ain't ready to hear the answer to. That's just life right there. You're gonna get hurt a lot if you start ask questions that you don't want to know the answer to, man. Sometimes you think you want to know, but you want to know what you want to hear, not what they got to say.
last Wednesday, bitch. But before I dip off, I got some people that I gotta piss off first. Webby, raw thoughts.
Wow.
Fuck Ted Cruz too.
There's no way.
To all my brothers and sisters in the quarantine zones, or anyone else tapped into these frequencies hearing my words, the survivors out there who still have enough fight in them to stand up against the injustice and tyranny of the establishments risen from the shadow of our society's collapse. Federal
Yo, hold up. I've never caught this. He has a recycling symbol behind his ear. Or what, or something that looks like a recycling symbol. Maybe it's not. It almost looks like a starburst, but not like the candy, like an actual a burst of a star, if that makes sense. Either way.
Justice and tyranny of the establishments risen from the shadow of our society's collapse. Fedra and their affiliate groups seek to keep us in a state of dependence as they rule over us, just like the government elites in times of old. We may be lost, our spirits may be broken, but it isn't over yet. My name is of no importance anymore. All that matters is that I have found the cure they've been keeping from us. Anyone looking to seek refuge and help us take the next steps towards a
Wow, this is great, man. I didn't expect a whole movie. That explains the length. I was a little worried about listening to this whole track today.
All that matters is that I have found the cure they've been keeping from us. Anyone looking to seek refuge and help us take the next steps towards a brighter tomorrow, you have a home with us. To those prepared to dissent, now is our time to rise. And to those whose fear blinds them into compliance, it's time to pick a side. If you continue to ride the fence, you will get caught in the crossfire. Because there will be a war ahead, both of the physical and spiritual kind. And if the wrong side winds up on the losing end, it very well may be the last war. So to anyone looking...
This is crazy, man. Like a whole war call here at the end. And like, what's so interesting about this track is that it's made in a fictional world, right? He's giving a speech theoretically to those injured women, you know, that disheartened child, the men standing out there with the ARs, and you know, all of these people talking about, you know, rising up, standing for what they believe in, getting this cure that they need. But then it's almost like breathtaking in a way because he's also very much speaking to us, the audience, as well. And all of, you know, obviously he was talking about the real world the whole time throughout the song, and now is his like call to action. What do you do? And it's powerful, man. Like, this is very well put together, great order to it, just all the shots that they put together for the video, like everything. This is very polished. It's beautiful.
Very well may be the last war. So to anyone looking to interfere and try to further subjugate us, Fedra or whoever, we'll be ready.
There we go. Oh, I I am going to shit a brick, yo. That was crazy. That was Raw Thought 6 from Chris Webby. I can't even speak. Like, that was one of the wildest tracks I've ever seen. And one of the most like palpable, like it felt like I could like almost taste it, like I could squeeze it in my hands. But regardless, I hope y'all enjoyed that. I certainly did. And you know, don't cancel me, because if you do, you're a sissy and I hate you. No, I'm playing. Much love to everybody in the No Shoes gang. I will see you all next time, and don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and that bell if you want to see more videos like this. Peace out.